Yo, what's up, everybody? This is like the third time I'm shooting this video, but obviously y'all are gonna see it for the first time. So, people keep coming in to disturb me, so I have to keep reshooting the video. But it's okay. This is what it's like living in a house. Okay, so um, living in a full house. You know what I mean? But it's all good. I just want to talk about. I'm just gonna keep it brief because I felt like I've talked about this a million times now. So I'm just gonna hit everything and just keep moving, right? Let's hit the major points. Alright, one, people talking about things that they don't care about, right? So I'm gonna put this AC on, right? So boom. People talking about things that they don't care about. Yeah, I've just been watching a lot of videos lately where people have been talking about things that they don't care about. They keep saying, I don't care about that, I don't care about this, I don't care about that, that's meaningless, this is whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's all fake and it's bullshit. And I just feel like, okay, but why are you talking about it? Like, can we stop talking about things that we don't fucking care about? Sorry for cussing. Like, you know what I'm saying? But can we just stop talking about things that we don't care about? Like, because yeah, like you don't care about it. So what's the point of discussing it? Like, why don't you just come on talking about things that you don't care about? But I feel like the reason why people don't do that is because they actually have a hard time caring about anything because they're afraid to be disappointed. Because if I care about something, then I'm emotionally invested in something, and their sense of care is conflated with attachment to them. So at the same time, it's like if they care about something, they become attached to that thing. And then when it leaves, inevitably, or when it doesn't live up to their expectations or whatever, you know what I mean? It causes a sense of disappointment that they aren't able to emotionally process. They don't have the tools to emotionally process disappointment, and therefore they're left in a state where they feel like it's the end of the world, or it's like it's Armageddon. You know what I'm saying? It's just catastrophic. And so I feel like that's a big issue, and I think that people need to take a deep look at that. Like they need to take some time and maybe reflect on that a little bit more in their lives, and I feel like they're gonna find a lot of peace from just taking a small glance at that for a little bit longer than 2 seconds. You know what I mean? So that's one thing. Moving on from that, right? Decentering men. So I was talking about uh some videos that I was watching where people were talking about decentering men, decentering women, whatever, right? And I just feel like all these people who make these videos are talking about that I dissented men, and ever since I dissented men, this is what has happened for me. Like like it's a freaking like they're selling a product. Like you know what I mean? Like jeez, like why? Yo, like it's so deep out here today. Like I genuinely feel for people. Like this is why I'm making these videos. Like, cause I genuinely feel them. Genuinely feel their pain, like their trauma, and I just feel like, yo, I want to say something to you. I don't want to like comment on the videos because that's just lost in the ethers. But like, I rather make a video. Maybe one day you'll watch it. Who knows? Maybe nobody will watch it. But at the end of the day, it's out there for people to see. You know. And I just want to say that, yo, like, it's okay, baby. It's okay. Like, you're on a journey. Yes, you're on a journey, and you haven't made it all the way there yet. You know what I mean? Um, Talking about something, I guess that's your way of like, processing it, you know, to try and get over it, actually. But, I would say don't fool yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't fool yourself into thinking I'm over that. I don't care about that, or I don't care about this. I don't care about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. Like, you might as well just be honest and tell yourself, like, listen, I care about men. I care about women. I want to find somebody. I want to find somebody that loves me. I want to be in a relationship. You know, it's better to approach release detachment with care, not with I don't care about that. I don't care. I don't care about that. I don't give a shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean anything to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that is gonna make you attached to something even more. Like, people think that not caring, they think care and attachment is the same thing. That's the problem. Like, you know, that's the problem with a lot of people that I'm hearing in these videos. Like, they think that if I care about something, that means I am attached to that thing. No, like, you know, that just it's not mutually, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, like, those things are mutually exclusive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could care about something without being attached to something. Like, you know, you could be attached to something and not care about it. Like, you know, that's just life. That's life, dude. You know, I can't believe that, like, grown people no dislike, but like I hate to say it, like, you know, I don't want to disrespect anybody, but I can't believe that grown people like don't understand that. Like, you know, come on, man, come on. You know, like, you might as well just say, listen, I want somebody, but I am not attached to the idea of like being with somebody in my life. You know, I would love to wake up tomorrow and fall in love. I would love to I love these aspects in men. I love this. I love that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know, speak from a loving place. Like, love people. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you're just like, most people are like, oh, man. Ever since I stopped dealing, ever since I stopped putting men to the center of my life and I started loving myself, only caring about me and only dealing with me and only doing what I want to do and stop giving these people attention and stop sleeping with these people and stop giving them what they want and going on my own way and doing my own thing, everything in life has been so much better for me, and you should do it too. Oh, and you should do it too. That's the kicker, like, you know? Like, yo, bro, I hope that everybody in this freaking video understands that if I say, listen, this is my ideology, Keelan, this is my ideology, and this is what I believe in, that I do not want you to follow me blindly and just say, you should do what I do too because it's the right thing to do and it's gonna bring you this success, you know? Like, yo, that is the ideal con person right there. And they're not intentionally doing it. They're just hurting and they're lonely. When people are lonely and miserable, like, you know what I mean, they just want people to come around them. But the thing is, as soon as you get around them, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna leave you. You know, they're gonna leave you. Like, they're gonna. People always miserable. People always want people to be around them. But as soon as they have the people around them, they leave them because they can't stand them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm trying to show you. Like, at the end of the day, like, don't. If you want to listen to these people, I mean, go ahead. But like, hey, um, listen, I mean, do what y'all think is best for y'all. At the end of the day, that's what I will say to people. Do what y'all think is best for y'all, but just understand that. Listen, people are so neurotic to these days. Everything is. I think this is how it is. This is da 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 da. They're driving themselves crazy. They're talking about they did this much spiritual work and they did this much spiritual work and no man they've done the work and they've done this work and they've done that work. What about the work of just meditating and keeping silent? What about the work of like fasting? Not just fasting from food, fasting from what you the food of the mind, the food of the soul. You know, what about that kind of fasting? Like, You ever just give yourself a break? Like from thinking all the time? Because it sounds like all y'all ever do is just think all the time. All the time, it's just think, 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 you know, so much so that you're disconnected, yo. You don't understand. You don't know what you want. You don't know what to do, where to go. So you just need people to come around to make you feel like, okay, me, if people are following me, then I know I'm on the right path. I can keep going on in this crazy path, you know? Digging yourself a deeper hole, deeper hole, deeper hole. Like, yo, why is it so hard to admit that you're wrong? Why is it so hard to admit that you're lonely? Why is it so hard to admit these things that seem so negative, you know? And if the world sees me like this, then I'm gonna die, you know, and nobody's gonna care about me, you know? Like, I have to come off as, I don't care, 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 I don't care. And on the inside, guess what's there? A, a small child that is hurting, you know? Preach. Preacher. And I wouldn't be saying this if it wasn't my own experience. You know what I mean? It's my own experience I'm talking about too. And I'm telling y'all, like, y'all don't have to believe me, but I'm telling y'all, like, you need to give yourself, you need to let it go, man. Just let that all go. Let all these ideologies go. Let it go. Let it go. You know, when you could actually let everything go, then you've actually done the beginning of the work. The beginning. You know? But people talking about they've done this much work, they've done all this work. And then to come and just preach a set of ideologies to me, like, yo, like, I can't even listen to you. It's just so much you, there's no space for me. You know? There's no space. So I just feel like, listen, create some space, yo, for people so that they could be loved. You know? You have love, share it with somebody. Love isn't love until you've given it away. Alright? That's how I feel. You know? And go love somebody. Go love somebody for real. You know? Stop pretending. How about that? Talking about decentering this and decentering. I don't even believe that those things were even the center of your life. Men, women, whatever. I don't care. Like, never. It was always about you and what you could get. You know? And it's still about you and what you could get and what you're not getting. Hence the reason why we even talking about the center in the first place is because you're not getting what you want. So because you didn't get what you want, you understand? Now we're gonna try something else that can maybe help you get what you want. You see what I'm saying? So it's either way, it's always about what you want. And not about anybody else. It's never about loving anybody. It was never about loving another person. You know? Yo, gee, love somebody. That's the message for today from Keelan. You know what I'm saying? Love somebody. Like, I listen. I'm young, man, but I feel like I have a decent amount of experience to say, listen, be loving. You know, love others, love things, love whatever you do, love it. Love life. And life will love you. You understand? Stop trying to finesse life. Stop trying to scheme. You're a schemer. You're trying to scheme. You're trying to scheme life. You can't scheme life. Trust me, life will scheme you back. You understand? So that's what I'm trying to show y'all, right? So everybody could dig what I'm saying now, on the heights where I on, you know what I'm saying? But even people who not on those so-called heights, you understand, will be able to dig what I'm saying, you know? And that's really all I have to say. Yo, shout out to some people. Let me shout out my people and I mean, shout out to all of these people who making YouTube videos, who have the courage to share how they feel, regardless of if it's right, wrong, whether they're there or they're not there. I mean, even if you say you there and I know that you're not there, I'm not gonna be vexed with you, honey. At the end of the day, you understand what I'm saying? I know you on your journey. I love you for that. I love everybody for where they at. You understand what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody who have the heart, who have the courage to post and to share. You understand? And yeah, that's how I feel. Um, and yeah, shout out to all the people who subscribe to me, and yeah, I don't know what else to say. I think that's all I have to say. And I mean, there's one YouTuber, obviously y'all know that I made a video talking about them a few days ago. I haven't seen them post any videos, and that's Z. So shout out to Z. I don't know where you are, girl, but you need to drop another video because I be liking Z's videos a lot. Like she be like talking some real stuff, like but I haven't seen her around, like what I'm saying. So shout out to Z Blazer, what I'm saying. I'm a big fan, like what I mean. So post some, and yeah, y'all. That's all I have to say. So love to y'all, and I'm gonna see y'all again when I see y'all and I have something more to talk about.